We begin this bulletin with the latest from South Africa, where the imprisonment of former President Jacob Zuma has unleashed mayhem in places. Major roads have been blocked, shopping malls and buildings have been set on fire. Gunshots and explosions are ringing out in some major cities, and the army's been deployed to quell the violence. At least 32 people have been killed and more than 400 arrested so far. In an address to the nation, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa appealed for peace and vowed that the police and army would restore order.
As the Commander-in-Chief of the South African Defence Force and our security forces, I have today authorized the deployment of the Defence Force personnel in support of the operations of the South African Police Service. The National Joint Operation and Intelligence Structure, known as NetJoins, has intensified deployments in all the affected areas.
The 79-year-old former leader of South Africa, Jacob Zuma, has begun his 15-month-long jail term. Zuma led the country for 9 scandal-marred years, during which over $35 billion are estimated to have disappeared from state coffers. Police said disturbances had intensified as Zuma challenged his 15-month prison term in the country's top court. The judgment in the case has been reserved. The violence, which started from Zuma's home province, has spread across several major cities. These pictures are from South Africa's Gauteng province, which is home to the largest city, Johannesburg, and houses a quarter of the country's population. Protesters here have vandalised shops and businesses. They've burned tyres and set some trucks and cars on fire. Traffic's been disrupted and major roads and highways continue to be barricaded. South African police have been seen firing rubber bullets to disperse looters. At the Jabulani Mall in Soweto, looters walked past television cameras carrying armfuls of stolen goods. Eyewitness videos on social media show people looting from a freezer storage facility. A mall in the city of Durban has been looted and vandalised. A large building in the city of Pietermaritzburg has been set ablaze by protesters. Images on social media show a large fire burning, the thick clouds of smoke seen from a highway at the KwaZulu-Natal province. At a mall in Johannesburg, hundreds of people were seen carrying goods away from shops, while outnumbered police watched on. Later, officers fired rubber bullets in an attempt to disperse the crowd. In a confrontation with the looters, policemen fired shots outside the mall. According to the government intelligence agency, the bodies of 4 people have been found, and at least 2 of them had gunshot wounds in Gauteng province. All of the 4 deaths are currently being investigated. So, as South Africa deploys its army to try and get on top of the violence, WION correspondent Kalden Ongmu reports now from Johannesburg.
Several days of sporadic unrest and looting in the country has been described as violent, rarely seen before in the history of South Africa's democracy. So far, 489 people have been arrested in KZN and Gauteng since Friday, and 32 people have died. President Ramaphosa, in his address late Tuesday, said he would mobilize all available resources and capabilities to restore order in the country. He said members of SANDF have been deployed to assist the police. He also added that this violence may have originated from political or ethnic lines, but what the country is now witnessing are the opportunistic acts of criminality. The president has also sent out a stern warning saying if this violent riot continues, the country will soon be facing huge risk of food insecurity and will run out of medicines. The country's vaccination program, which had finally picked up, has been severely disrupted. This is Kalden Olmo from Johannesburg, South Africa. For WION, World is One.